What's going on, guys? It's Salvaje. We're back with another Fortnite Save the World video. This is my hero review on the Field Agent Rio, and I might call her First Shot Rio by accident throughout this video. If I do, I apologize for it. So, with that said, I'm going to do a quick overview of Field Agent Rio, and don't worry, I'm not going to waste your time reading through all these perks. I'm just going to give you, of course, a quick summary, and then, of course, I'm going to be sort of giving you guys my in-depth thoughts on why I like Field Agent Rio so much. So phase shift is what basically sort of promotes her playstyle. One of the highlights of Field Agent Rio is that she has the phasers to kill ability, which basically increases pistol damage by 50% for 4 seconds, which is of course very useful if you have the Founder's Revolt pistol. You also have phased out, so basically what this does is that it gives you a 5-second cooldown when it comes down to your phase shift. On top of all that, if you eliminate 3 enemies after you phase shift, you also get a phase shift charge back. Again, this ability is very good if you phase shift and then you take out your Founder's Revolt, which has ricocheting bullets, and then you're able to take out 3 weak husk, and then you get a phase shift charge back very quickly. And in my opinion, this is most helpful when you're sort of running low on the phase shift charges. Of course, she also has the Eagle Eye ability, which increases the pistol critical rating by 18. That's very helpful. But now we're going to talk about the Teddy. Usually what sort of highlights her Teddy is these 2 abilities over here. So Bear With Me and Berserker basically increases the Teddy duration by 10 seconds in total. And of course it increases the Teddy damage by 25%. But one of the things that sort of highlights Field Agent Rio, and one of the reasons why I think she's a lot of fun, it's because of this phase cannon ability. And in my opinion, I don't really think this does massive damage, and I don't think it's a huge game changer, unless of course you're using it on a lot of husks that are grouped up together, and on husks that are at very low health values. Okay, I really do think that's where this ability shines the most. But with that said, now that I gave you guys an overview of Field Agent Rio, let's get a little bit more into it with some gameplay commentary. Okay, so one of the things that I forgot to mention in the hero overview is her Seismic Impact ability. Long story short, I really like the ability just because it sort of gives her more ways, I guess, to play. Okay, the Seismic Impact adds a little bit of variety to her playstyle, and if she would have had anti-materials charge, I mean, I would have been okay with it, but I do like that she has Seismic Impact because again, it adds more variety to this specific Outlander. Now, does Field Agent Rio make Ragnarok irrelevant? I don't really think so. I feel like Ragnarok has his own playstyle with the anti-materials charge, the shock tower, the Seismic Impact, and on top of all that, Ragnarok and his Seismic Impact sort of, his Seismic Impact basically comes back to him, and Field Agent Rio just has a regular basic Seismic Impact. Okay, so I do still think that Ragnarok is relevant. However, I do think that I would pick Field Agent Rio over Ragnarok. Now, something that I really want to avoid in my Save the World hero reviews is comparing X hero to Y hero and saying, why should I use X hero when I can use Y hero? Because the truth is that Field Agent Rio is just a weaker version of Ranger Deadeye. And if you don't have Field Agent Rio, honestly, you're just fine. Just use Ranger Deadeye, which is a default Outlander, and you should be 100% completely okay. However, and again, I don't want to do that on my Fortnite Save the World hero reviews. When I review a hero, I want to objectively talk about the hero and what it specializes on, the playstyle that it delivers on, and if it delivers on that playstyle very well or in an effective way, I guess you could say. And that's one of the things that Field Agent Rio does very well. Every time that you phase shift, you get the phase cannon ability, which is honestly extremely good, and for the most part, you have to be very tactical with it. You have to be sort of on the lookout on where you want to shoot this phase cannon ability, because of course you want it to penetrate multiple enemies. And something that I've seen the phase cannon do is honestly take out like a lot of small health husk at the same time, because the small health husks are very weak. For example, because I damaged them with my Founder's Revolt. So that's basically one of the highlights of Field Agent Rio, and that's one of the things that she does very, very well, which is why I think you should actually go out and get Field Agent Rio from this week's Horde Challenge. On top of all that, she's going to be a limited time hero, and when Save the World goes free, you want to brag to the Battle Royale players that you have this mythic Outlander and they don't. You know, if you want to be a dick like that. Now, another playstyle that of course Field Agent Rio specializes on is the pistol, and I only have a Founder's Revolt and I don't really have it in Shadow Shard right now, but the point is, as I was using Field Agent Rio, I saw that I was being very effective, you know, constantly phase shifting around and using my pistol, and that's something that she does extremely well. If you don't have Ranger Deadeye, Field Agent Rio, hey, it's a pretty good answer. Now, I want to talk about Teddy and Seismic Impact. The fact that her Teddy does 25 more damage, and the fact that the Teddy also lasts for 10% longer than it usually lasts, makes the Teddy very reliable. And from my understanding, Ragnarok just has like a simple shock tower, and you know, that's why shock tower isn't really the greatest on Ragnarok. But of course, Field Agent Rio is not like that at all, and of course she does have the Teddy ability with, of course, things that actually help out her Teddy. The Seismic Impact and phase shift sort of combos that you can pull off with Field Agent Rio are also extremely satisfying, and of course there are a lot of unique things that you can do with this hero when it comes down to Seismic Impact, phase shift, and the Teddy. You just have to know how to do them, and of course if you want to learn how to do them, make sure that you tune in the next couple of days, because I'm going to be bringing you guys a video sort of giving you guys sort of some tips on the Field Agent Rio and how you guys can use her, of course, to the best of her abilities. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Fortnite Save the World hero review. Consider subscribing for more Save the World content, and of course feel free to like the video if you enjoyed. Get Field Agent Rio. She is definitely a great hero to use, even though she's not the best Outlander. She's definitely an Outlander that's very fun to play. See you guys in the next one. Peace.